Okay. Are you having fun?
Okay. This is eLearning mindset.
The first is generosity.
Okay, hold on. Here we go, ready? Today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. And it is all about what's going on
In the brain.
and in here.
Pink
Today,
in the brain.
we're talking about the e-learning mindset. This is the mindset you need to have in order to successfully develop an e-learning program. And guess what? If you want to do that, what do you need?
You need to take our free masterclass. If you want to develop an e-learning program in less than 90 days and save $10,000 in the process, take that free masterclass, everybody. Listen, e-learning mindset is absolutely critical. We understand it's a roller coaster of emotions.
It can be hard.
There's so many things that make up e-learning.
When
There's
you're
lots of
looking
ups
at
and downs.
building that program, it can be extremely overwhelming, especially if you look at the big picture. So what you need to do is pick a little part of that picture, and that's where you're going to start. But the first and most important part of the mindset, you shouldn't even be in e-learning if you're not doing it for this reason, is
generosity.
Generosity. If you don't have generosity as the centerpiece of your online course or e-learning program, don't do it, because everything you do, all the content in your program needs to be generous. That means that you're not holding anything back. You're not trying to trick anyone with anything. You give them the most important stuff that they actually need. And if you're looking to market your program to your employees or to your customers, you need to be generous in that marketing. Everything you put out should be generous and actually solve problems.
And the way to cut through the noise, there's so many people out there, and unfortunately there are a lot of scams out there as well. The way that you cut through that noise is by building trust and building a community, and the heart of that is being generous in everything that you do, in the product that you have, your online course, in the lead magnets that you have, no matter what it is, always be
It feels
generous.
good though, and this is why this is part of the mindset video, and it's the number one thing, is when you're generous, it feels good. You can feel so great about what you're doing and about that you're actually helping learners. This will keep you going and get you to execute the whole picture.
The second thing is you always have to think of what first, Johnny?
The learner first. Your learner is always first. Well, your ROI is important, right? In order to do all this and to keep going, you have to have ROI. But how do you get ROI? You get ROI by focusing on the learner. So your mindset has to put the learner at the forefront. If you get stuck in your program, if people aren't taking your program, you have to think, do my learners actually care about it? What would my learners think? And if you want to learn how to do that very well, just check out our free masterclass.
Yeah, guys, it's all about the learner. That's what it's about. You know, remember, at the end of the day, you are creating a program to inspire and impact and instill change in the people that are taking the program. So never lose sight of the learner. Always have them part of the process. And like Johnny said, at the end of the day, if something's going on, if something isn't working, or, you know, maybe you are seeing success at first, and then all of a sudden you see a drop off, always go back to the learner. They're going to tell you the answer. They're going to tell you what's going on. Always think about the learner.
And see yourself in the learner. Even if the content itself isn't applicable to you and your needs currently, if you're having a problem or you're like, oh God, this is really hard, I don't know if I want to keep doing this, think about the learner, think about the learner's perspective, think about the impact that you're having on that learner.
And Johnny, what's last but not least, my friend?
Well, it's about the little wins or incremental growth. So when you are building your program, launching different modules, launching different parts of your program, maybe you have this big picture and it's like 17 courses and you're launching one course at a time, whatever it is, break it into parts. That's why we started with this big picture and we broke it into this small little corner here. You have to break it into parts. And you have to track the incremental growth. So, for example, once you see this video, we're probably going to be around 500 subscribers. If we're way more than that, that's phenomenal. But we started at 0 about a year and a half ago. I think this is going to go out about a year and a half into our YouTube journey. And it was hard at the beginning, right? Super hard, because you're only getting like one new subscriber every couple weeks. And it's like your friend Derek who you texted saying, hey man, can you please subscribe to my channel? But it was still little wins, little wins. Same thing with your e-learning program. You have to think about, okay, we have one student that purchased. This is amazing. You have to celebrate the little wins. Incremental growth is everything, and you will hockey stick.
And also, going to the mindset piece, if you do not approach it with incremental growth, you are going to overwhelm yourself. The very classic example, think of working out. If you haven't worked out in a long time, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm gonna get back to working out, and I'm gonna work out 7 times a week, every single day, you're gonna overwhelm yourself. It's all about the little wins. It's about just getting up, putting on your sneakers. That's the first step to getting to the gym or going for a run. It's about that incremental growth. And here's the really fun thing about incremental growth that everybody typically forgets. It snowballs, it scales, it continues to grow. You gain momentum, you get momentum, and you start moving forward a lot quicker. And it is so much fun.
And speaking of momentum, if you want to keep the momentum of this video going, check out our free masterclass so you can develop your e-learning program in less than 90 days and save $10,000 in the process. We'll see you there.